The following is a presentation of Muddy River Sports.
Welcome to another game night edition of Schuck on a Truck. I'm Muddy River Sports editor Matt Schuckman, hanging out at the U tonight. Yes, we are in Mendon for the Unity-Payson homecoming game against Beardstown with my sidekick tonight, Brian Shoemaker. What's up, buddy?
I'm telling you what, it's an exciting night here in Mendon. It's homecoming night. It's been a very busy, exciting homecoming week. A lot of energy in the air tonight as we host the Beardstown Tigers.
You're the video board guru up here, and I know you spend a lot of time making sure it's something special for these kids. How important is that for you to invest in these kids?
I think it's important because what we're really trying to do here is enhance their experience on the field. For a lot of these kids, they won't play football after high school. They may not be in extracurriculars or activities in college. And, you put so much time and effort into football for what equates to maybe, 16, 18 nights on your home field.
Yeah.
And so if we can make those nights a little bit more special for them with some animations and videos and whatever we're able to do on the video board, it's a fantastic opportunity, and it's just nice to be involved in the community.
I know you've gone a little above and beyond, and you go to the opposing teams and get their starters and do some video work with them. What's the reaction been from those other schools?
It's been nice. We've hosted Whitehall, North Green. We've hosted Jacksonville Route, and now Beardstown tonight. And it's been a nice response so far. It's a nice opportunity for some of those kids that don't get to have an opportunity to have a video board. Yeah. See just their name on there for 30 seconds. And you think about it, there's something to be said for being a nice host, being a gracious host. And I think that's important because those kids put in the effort as well. Yeah. We are very fortunate here at Mendon to have had a school district and a community that has invested in our board because it's an entire investment from the community.
Correct.
And I kind of joke and say it's kind of like a Corvette. It's really, really fun to have, but you only get to use it a few times a year if it's an outdoor board. And so we've really tried to make the best use of our Corvette as we can and really polish it up and really show it off, because what good is it if you don't really get an opportunity to show it off?
I'm not surprised that the other schools have been gracious and willing to participate, because the WIVC is a pretty close-knit conference. You're seeing that the more time you spend with the Unity-Payson program, aren't you?
I am, and it's nice to visit these other kids. It's nice to get to know these starters even in just a couple of minutes, just to see them before they get ready for the week to come over here. And it is nice to get to be involved in football here at Mendon and football at Unity and around the conference, and just to get to know some people. And it's personally rewarding when we get to see this up on the screen tonight. But it's also nice to hear the compliments, whether it's from us or the opposing team.
You're a Pike County guy, Griggsville, all kinds of buddies down in the Griggsville area, but you've kind of made a home now here in Adams County. Have you adjusted to being in Adams County than Pike County?
Well, it's a lot different in some regards. It's been a change, and I grew up in Griggsville, lived in Griggsville for the majority of my life, and was heavily involved in activities there.
Right.
And it didn't take Frank Cash long to pull me into activities here.
Right.
It was maybe one of the best things for me, because I've gotten to know so many great people and so many great families here in just a very short amount of time. My daughter's a freshman now, and it is fun to be involved with a lot of these things and to just get to know people. I mean, I could give you a whole laundry list of names. It's all the same Mendon, Upper Northern Adams County names that you've known for generations. But it's been nice to be embraced and to be in a position to do what I do, which is public address announcing and working with technology and enhancing things, again, to make our kids' experience here at the school one that hopefully they'll remember for a long time.
How much are you enjoying being a volleyball dad, an athlete dad, a girl dad?
It's funny. Those that do know who I am know I helped out with Todd Bradshaw's regime, Tornado Basketball in Griggsville, basically from day one almost to his last day. And I went through a lot of senior nights, and I went through a lot of homecomings, and I went through a lot of really special nights, but they were never my kid.
Right.
And you always say it's different when it's your kid, and it is different when it's your kid. It's been a lot of fun. We started doing public address announcing for volleyball this year. We thought we'd give it a try. We do all this stuff for boys basketball. We do all this stuff for football. Why couldn't we give those girls the same opportunity and the same chance? And it's been fantastic. It's been so much fun. And we are really enjoying it. But we were here for Powder Puff Football Wednesday, and just to see your kid out there enjoying the experience and being a part of it, it is nice. It's a very special feeling, and luckily I get 3 more of them to go.
Oh, you're going to get more than that, because they're not going to let you out of here after she's done, after she graduates. All the work you've put in, and again, it's not just you, it's the entire community. I know I'm talking with Josh Arnsman this week. He was very gracious to let me come up here and do this week, and the community embraces the things you do for kids. So they're not going to let you get out of here.
Well, I'll tell you, the one thing about it all is it takes guys like Josh Arnsman and our new athletic director, Tyler Houston, and Scott Riddle, and the rest of our administration, who really just kind of give us the reins in the press box right now and say, do what you want to do. We don't have a lot of tape to get across. We don't have a lot of issues. They know as long as we just play nice and don't do anything too silly, it's not a really big deal. And that's nice. And it takes that kind of buy-in from people like that to really let your creativity run, do whatever you feel like you need to do. And we're not done with this video board yet. There are still things that we want to do next year. We're experimenting with live video tonight during the homecoming court presentation.
Oh, cool.
So our homecoming court will be on our video board.
Neat.
Next year we'll probably have halftime contests or whatever.
Yeah.
And the thing you talk about, Schuck, when people like you and me get a lot of recognition for things like this, and for people that really invest their time and invest their heart into these communities and into these sports programs, there's always somebody behind them. You've got a wonderful wife who allows you to run here, there, and everywhere in between. And, guys,
we had a moment this week where the only time I saw her over like a 48-hour span was laying in bed next to her.
Right.
Sleeping.
And that's kind of how it's been for my wife. God love her, the past 2 weeks. I don't know if we've seen each other maybe except for a couple of dinners. So hello, Diane. Thank you.
Yes, Diane, you're a saint.
But guys like that where people really just have to buy in and understand and allow you to do this and be gracious and be supportive. Guys like Charlie Hull down in Pittsfield with Central Illinois Sports, his family, a whole buy-in on it. And
Steve Surratt with BC Hornet Sports at Brown County. We could go on and on.
But the moral of this story is that beyond the people that are doing this and putting forth the time and effort, there's a family, there's somebody behind them that is supporting them and allowing them to be in this position, because it's a sacrifice for them as well. But that's what this is all about. It's about sacrificing ourselves for the betterment of our kids and their experience here in high school.
Well, I know you got things to do tonight. We got a game to get to.
We eventually have a game beyond all the homecoming
we did a little
circus.
different tonight. Normally we've been doing these at halftime. We did a pregame Schuck on a Truck. So thank you for taking the time to do this. I know you got a lot to do and you got a lot going on, but I appreciate taking a few minutes for me. And I'm looking forward to a great game tonight.
Well, I think it's going to be a great one. This is a nice Beardstown squad, a lot of senior-laden athletes, a lot of really athletic kids, as the Beardstown program always has. Not a bad little squad on the other side from Menden Unity as well. We've got a couple of big offensive weapons. We've got some great linemen and a team that really just wants to put on a show for the homecoming crowd tonight.
Awesome. Well, I know you got to get back to the press box so you can do your announcing duties. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Schuck.
For Brian Shoemaker, I'm Matt Schuckman. This has been another game night episode of Schuck on a Truck.
Muddy River Sports. Our home, our sports.